Chargers.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
Joey Bosa.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Nicole Hartman on the return.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
35-yard.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
Herbert's pass.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The ball carried by number 8.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
9-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Set him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. First 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Edwards.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
48-yard.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Complete the tight end Kelce. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and last week they were able to defeat the Atlanta Falcons here as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Now a handoff looking right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carried by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 29.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here we go on fourth. Herbert is going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Claypool, his fourth touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
He's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey.
Mahomes' pass.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
And
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this 1st half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. It's complete. Henry. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the 1st half, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hardman to return. Some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go, let's go.
That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd rounder out of Utah. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Hardman, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Again, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up and run through here. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. More from L.A. in a moment. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier. Takaris McKinley on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. But boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this will be caught by Edwards. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A gain of
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
He's got him in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd. Meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Herbert. It's going to be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Tonight's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, it's a win here in their home